sorry. Oh. I'm finished with this. Yes. When I'm finished with also with my drinks, I can throw it all away. Oh, and I saw it another time. Maybe you guys saw it on camera. Another graffiti with the words relax. Look. Let me put this. Put this right. Oh, this is too far. Put it right here. I'm still. Hold on. Yes, you can see it. Okay. You see, when a woman becomes pregnant, she has a placenta with a fetus. When the baby is grown, after 9 months the baby leaves the womb. When the baby is born, the placenta needs to leave also. The placenta is only there to sustain the baby. When the pregnancy is over and the baby is born, the placenta has no value, no use anymore. See? And why am I talking about pregnancy? There's something I want to make clear with this. The placenta is temporarily and it's needed to sustain the pregnancy. After the pregnancy, the placenta needs to go, or else, because the placenta will be nothing but a dead substance after the birthing of the child. Oh, again, a typical Dutch dish, right over here. Yes, I ate that a few times, so and it's quite delicious. So. Okay, look. Many of you are holding on to stuff that have no value to you anymore. And by the way, what you see around here, that's an exhibition and that's a real human body. However, it's a corpse and they've, through chemicals, they have a way to preserve the corpse even after so many years. So I don't know, it's nothing for me to visit such stuff. Anyway, I'll continue now. Many of you are holding on to stuff that have no value to you anymore. You see, there are seasons in your life in which you need certain relationships and you need certain people. You need certain restrictions. For example, if you're a child between 1 and 7 years old, your parents made a restriction not to talk to strangers and not to go far away from home. Why? You are in the child phase and you need that restriction to remain safe. Once you become a teenager, that restriction is done away with. Now you have a more loose restriction. Now you can go out with your friends as long as you're at home at a certain hour. That's a looser restriction for your protection. And when you're an adolescent, when you're 18, 19 years old, most of the time there are no restrictions anymore and you have to be responsible for your own. You see, those are phases. In each phase, there is a certain restriction that's beneficial for you. However, when a child has grown up and he is 22 years old, the parents cannot treat him as if he was 2 years old. The restrictions of when he or she was 2 years old cannot apply when he's 22 years old. Okay? Just like the placenta is in the womb with the baby during the pregnancy. When the baby is born, the placenta needs to be done away with, needs to be thrown away with. You see, many of you are holding on to restrictions of the past. Restrictions that don't benefit you today, and sometimes those restrictions didn't even benefit you in the past. They were restrictions based upon lies, and you're still holding on to them. Listen, there are some restrictions that you need to let go of. I'm not telling you to become out of your mind and loose, no. But there are restrictions that you're holding on to that have no value, that aren't valid for you anymore. And you need to let go of them. If you keep those restrictions, you will also keeping unhealthy relationships and unhealthy soul ties. When you do that, your life will begin to stink and to rot. Literally. So, if your child is born, throw away the placenta. The placenta came out of your womb together with the child. Now the child is born, the placenta isn't needed anymore. Throw the placenta away. If there was a time in your life that you were lonely and you didn't have anyone, and you had certain, pop mates of the club that used to give you comfort, now that you're saved, now that you're set free, don't hang around with those pop friends anymore. They were needed when you were lost and you were lonely and you were suicidal. They were needed when you lacked human interaction. Now that you have developed, don't hold on to those worldly soul ties. Am I saying that you have to cut off every contact with every unbeliever? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if there are relationships that you needed because you had lack in your past, once you've moved on with your life, either those relationships need to be converted, they need to be renewed, or they need to be cut off. If they cannot be renewed, cut them off. If you were married and you had a mistress, and now you and your wife have decided to give your marriage another chance, then don't have contact with the mistress anymore. That time is over. Previous in the marriage didn't function well and things went wrong. Now that you've moved on with the marriage is restored, don't have contact with the mistress anymore. Just use common sense. It's still empty around here. I don't know what kind of examples I should give. I don't know which other examples I need to give. But let's say you have co-workers. You used to work in a supermarket when you were 15, 16 years old. Now you're 24 years old and you have your own job, you've graduated. Those contacts and relationships that you had at the supermarket when you were 15, 16, probably you don't have those people in your life anymore because they have no purpose, nor any use anymore into your life. See, or let's say that you have relatives that treat you as trash. When you were a child and growing up, you had no choice. You needed to have people around you. But now that you're 20 or you're 30 now, you don't need those negative people around you. When you were a child, they were unhealthy for you, but you had no choice. You needed to have people around you. But now that you've grown up, you don't need negative people in your life. So those that are negative towards you, you need to shake them off. don't hold on to restrictions when their expiration date has passed. Okay. Some people may get annoyed because I've repeated myself a lot in this video. I don't care. Well, this train is going till Leiden Central Station. From there I'll need to take another train to go to Utrecht. But I'll go to the library of the university, because there's a fast internet connection over there, and I'll upload some videos. Some of the videos I've made in Amsterdam and here. They aren't much, but anyway.